Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, Hayley.
Happy Monday, Micah.
It is December 16th, 2024, and this is the Oklahoma Counseling Institute Monday Lunchtime Digest, where you learn what is going on with Oklahoma Counseling Institute and also in the world of mental health. So, Hayley, what is going on with the Oklahoma Counseling Institute?
So we have lots of exciting things. So as you all know, a couple of weeks ago, we had our winter webinar weekend, and those courses are starting to pop up on the website. So if you missed out on the winter webinar weekend, don't worry, you did not miss out on some great trainings. We just published the cognitive behavioral therapy for autism with Dr. Carrie Smedley. So Dr. Carrie Smedley is a professor with the Beck Institute. She also has a private practice up in Pennsylvania, and she did a phenomenal 3-hour training on CBT for autism, where she talks about not only treatment, but also assessment protocols. So lots of great information, lots of helpful handouts there, and that is up and available now. Later this week, we'll also have healing from narcissistic abuse. I'm working on that one right now, and hopefully we'll have that one up in the next day or so. But we'll have all 6 of those trainings up here in the next couple of weeks. We're working hard to get those published. I've recruited Tom. Tom is editing a couple for me right now too, Micah. So we've got the whole team working on getting those trainings up before you have to renew your license at the end of the month. With that being said, if you are an LMFT folk or LCSW folk and you need to renew your license, don't worry. We have 61 trainings. That's right, 61 trainings available in the catalog right now. And so, as Micah has up there, go to counselinginstitute.org to check out all of our trainings. All 180-ish hours of continuing education is available right now on demand. And so, that being said, too, we also have a couple more projects starting. So, we will have sign up available soon. I'll be sending out an email blast soon for sign up for our self-care group that will be starting in January. And so, more information on that to come. But we're going to be talking about it'll be a self-care group for mental health care providers, where we're going to talk about not only what self-care is, but how to prevent burnout, secondary trauma, and compassion fatigue. And so I'll be the facilitator of that. I'm really excited to start building that curriculum, but I'll have that sign up available this week. And if you are not on our email blast and you'd like to be alerted whenever sign up is available or when we have new courses published, send me an email, hello@edmondcounseling.com, or shoot me a text, 405-440-3034. I'll be more than happy to add you to that email blast. So even though the year is winding up or winding down and renewal season's almost over, we're still going strong. We'll still have lots of fun activities. I missed
Great.
anything?
Yeah, no, I think that's great. And we are, as you've already said, really excited to start that self-care group, because I know the beginning of a new year is a great time to just kind of have a renewed focus on our self-care and being able to do that with other mental health professionals just in a small group setting, but be able to, review those things, learn things, and then also just to have a little bit of accountability and also a support system for mental health professionals. So that is really a fantastic thing that I'm looking forward to us being able to start for mental health professionals this coming year.
Same here. That's something that's near and dear to my heart. I have done trainings on ethics and self-care. And also my past position with another organization, I did run a compassion fatigue and self-care group for folks who worked with law enforcement. And so I'm very excited to have the chance to facilitate this group again. It's something that's near and dear to my heart. And us professionals, we take care of others. We got to make sure to take care of ourselves too.
Absolutely. Yes. And so, as Hayley already said, we have the on-demand webinars that are available. Also, we have available in-person, in-house training. So I know that Hayley has done some of those here in the past month. Also, I've done a couple myself in the past month where we've had organizations have reached out to us and wanted different topics. And so I did a ethics one for 2 organizations. And then I know, Hayley, you've done one on different therapeutic approaches. So if that's something that you would maybe want us to bring the training to you guys to do an in-person, in-house training, then just reach out to Hayley there at hello@edmondcounseling.com or 440-3034, and we'd be happy to discuss that with you.
Absolutely. We do all the legwork. We're approved by the boards. We'll make sure everybody gets their certificates. We can even collect data for you as well if you have particular questions you'd like to ask your folks in the survey. And so let us do all the hard work for you. Let us come to you. It's something that we're very passionate about and are happy to do.
Yes. Yeah, fantastic. So, Hayley, what's going on in the world of mental health?
So I have a couple of stories. One of them comes nationally. So in the past 2 weeks, the FCC has unanimously voted to allow calls to 988 to be routed based on the person's location. So previously, whenever 988 was dispatched, whenever somebody made a call to 988, they received connection to different services based on their area code. Well, and as you might know, Micah, I know that you're originally also from the Shady 580. My area code is 580 on my cell phone because I'm originally from Western Oklahoma, but I haven't lived there in over 12 years. And so if I were to make a call to 988 for some reason, then I would be connected to the resources out there, which really wouldn't be as helpful for me. And so the FCC, they're not allowing, so it hasn't been allowed to where somebody can be geolocated to their specific address, but it'll at least let them know what area they're in. So whenever let's say they are, someone does have to dispatch out to their area, or they need follow-up information for a counselor, then they're connected to resources within the area that they are in, not necessarily their area code. So wireless providers had about 30 days to become compliant with that. Smaller wireless providers, they have a little bit more leeway, but pretty soon all calls should be forwarded to areas in which the person is actually in, not just their area code, which is huge and great.
Yeah, that is fantastic. Wow. And I'm sure that will make a big difference, being able to route those calls to where someone actually is, as opposed to just where their phone number says that they are, their area code. That is fantastic. I also have some national news. And so a district court recently suspended the Corporate Transparency Act. And so if you have your own practice, you may have heard about this, where you have to register your ownership of your limited liability company, if you have an LLC, with the federal government. And so the district court recently suspended that. So what the recommendation is you can either hold off on that and not register with them, or you can go ahead and register with them, and then that way you're covered. If you hold off, you'll really need to make sure that you are just watching to see what comes up in the courts on if they decide to implement or not, because obviously the federal government is fighting that. They want us to be able to register our businesses to them, so that they know that an LLC is actually owned by maybe someone in the United States, or even if it's owned by someone on the outside, but just to be able to try to cut down on shell companies and money laundering and illegal activity and things like that. So for me, just personally, I went ahead and registered us. It's really easy. I know, Hayley, you have a business on the side. It's really easy. It took maybe 10 minutes to do. Not hard at all, but obviously you do what you feel like is comfortable for you. But just to know that right now the court has suspended implementation of that.
Yes, to be continued though.
Yes, for sure. So Hayley, you have some local news.
Yes, so something exciting is happening. So the Metropolitan Library here in Oklahoma City, so there's many locations all throughout the metro. Starting at the beginning of the year, they're going to start having some free wellness classes. They're going to have everything from diabetes management to eating well to prevent heart disease to nutrition 101. And each of these classes, they're going to be about 8 weeks long or so, but registration is up right now. And so if your client are interested in the wellness classes for any of these conditions, make sure to go to the Metropolitan Library System. I also saw they just wrapped up some mobility classes as well. So if you're not familiar with the Metropolitan Library and the amazing things that they offer, you should really check it out. But these wellness classes, I think, are going to be awesome for the community.
Wow, that is fantastic. One of the things that's happening that just came across my email notification system here recently was talking about a story from KJRH, which is a station out of Tulsa. And the Tulsa DA up there had discovered that the Oklahoma Department of Mental Health Substance Abuse Services had put out a bid for organizations or a corporation to be able to house people that were convicted of house people that were found to be legal term criminally insane and not able to be tried. And so if everyone knows, Bonita is that facility where if people are not able to be tried, that's where they're held. They undergo mental health evaluations and things like that. And what this Tulsa DA found is that the Oklahoma Department of Mental Health had put out a bid to find out if they could outsource that to somebody else. And so he is demanding the Oklahoma Department of Mental Health to answer like why are they putting out this bid and interested, in that. So that's to be continued. We'll find out what will be said of that. The other thing was really noteworthy is the new mayor of Tulsa is hoping that homelessness will end by 2030. And so she is
Wow.
working with groups there in Tulsa to be able to fight homelessness. And so the story on that is on our Facebook feed, and you can read more about that there.
That's incredible. That's quite a goal, and I hope it's a goal that's realized.
Yes, for sure, for sure. So Hayley, who is our winner for this week?
So I am very happy to announce our winner this week is my dear friend Amy Brewer. Hi, Amy.
Hey, congratulations, Amy. We will get your gift card to you. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and commenting on our posts, which is all things you need to do to be entered into the drawing. Isn't that right, Hayley?
That is it. Not only do you get entered into a chance to win next week's prize, but you also help us grow. You help us to be seen by others. And so you help us to be able to continue to provide quality continuing education and other sources of information to mental health professionals and beyond. So thank you, Amy.
Yes, thank you so much, Amy. And as Hayley already said, anytime that you tell other people about us, you like, you share, you comment on a post, you attend one of our in-person workshops or on-demand webinars or on-demand courses, then you are helping to support our mission of providing quality continuing education to mental health professionals. So thank you guys so much for that. We really, really appreciate you spreading the word and attending our courses.
We do. And so if you want to be like Amy, you can like this post, you can share this post, or you can answer today's question. And so today's question is, where is the best place to see Christmas lights or holiday lights in the metro? I know I've heard lots of opinions this year because I know there's the new Coca-Cola Center that just opened up. There's the zoo lights. There's always the classic, Yukon or Nichols Hills. But what about you, Micah? Where do you think is the best place to see holiday lights?
Oh man, it's been forever since I've gone out to see holiday lights.
Oh,
I think
no.
last time I remember it was Ski Island. That was the one. So I don't know if Ski Island is a thing or not. If they still do their lights there, maybe someone can put in the comments if they do or not. I think I've heard that Chickasha is really nice, and so I think a drive down to Chickasha to see what they have going on would be fun.
Oh, that would be really fun. Chickasha is not too far of a drive either. Good little evening trip.
Right, right. So Haley, how about you? What is the best place to see lights?
My sweetie and I have a tradition of making some hot chocolate at the house and then driving through Nichols Hills. That's one of our favorite things to do. We love we call it the Dr. Seuss house. It's the rainbow house, I think is off of Classen. It's big, beautiful, and bold, which is my kind of Christmas light. And so we have plans to do that this weekend after dinner with some friends. So I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, that will be fun. So yes, let us know what is your favorite place to see lights and putting that in the comments below.
Yes, and so we hope to hear from you all. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you same time, same place next week.
All right, bye everyone. Have a good week.